Hey, I'm back, and I want to try and do a guide for the Zakum jump quests. And so I know a lot of people have trouble with that, and so I'd like to try and help out. Okay, and so I'm just starting now, and first thing you want to do is just go into that first room you sort of spawn on, and you are going to just sort of walk to the end of there and go into 9-2, and it's in a chest in here. And normally I'd like to do this with friends, but for the sake of the guide, I want to show you where all the rooms are, and my friends wouldn't really be recording, and it might be a bit of trouble to sort of watch two things at once. And so I'm just going to be doing this. And occasionally you'll hit things and they'll send you out of the room, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But just sort of keep going. And as you can see here, I get the key. And so that's just sort of what they look like. And if it's your first time, you might just want to hurry with this because sometimes the rooms can be a bit difficult to find. But there's actually a pattern. And if you look, it sort of goes in a spiral. Or if you take a look and go into all the rooms and such, you'll figure out it's sort of in a spiral type pattern. And okay, the second room is 11-1. Saw where I just sort of went in there. If you didn't, you might want to go back a bit. Or, no, here it is actually. Sorry. Yeah, because... sorry, I'm doing this audio afterward because I'm doing this sped up because I don't really want to have a 15-minute video. But yeah, in here it's a chest as well, and not all of them are chests, but most of them are. And so I'm just going to try and point that out. And also, just for your reference, the keys aren't going to be always in the same chests that I broke because they change each time. Or at least from my experience they do. I'm not sure, but I don't really remember the exact spots they're in anyway. But okay, but the rooms the keys are in will always stay the same. And so 14-1 is the next one. And if you look when I come out here, you'll see that it's right there. Okay, and that was 15 next to it, which is the sort of last room in the spiral. That one is 2, the one above it's 3, and this is 4. Okay, and in 4-2, there is a key, and unlike the last ones you've seen me get, this one is in a rock, and so that's sort of unique to that room and the last room. And so, in a second, I think I get the key. And then I get on to the next part, which is explaining how to get to the last sort of room type stuff. Because up until now, everything was just directly connected to that big sort of main room. One sec. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Okay. And so now you head down to the bottom here. And to the right of the portal, you're going to go into 10. And so from here, you just sort of keep walking. And you will get to room 16 after 10-2. And so once you're at 16, there's going to be another 5 doors. Well, 6 if you include the one you come in through, but there's 5, and this one is 3, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay, and so from here, what you want to do is just go and find the chest, and this one is particularly annoying if you get sent out, but okay. Yeah, and there I get the key, but also get sent out. And as I said earlier, it's easier to do this with friends, so I would recommend just getting a couple people who have already done it, but can't always get people who've done it, so maybe just get some friends and tell them where the rooms are, figure out just sort of which ones you're getting, and split up and look, because that helps you cover a lot more ground faster. And then even if you have to do it for each individual person, it'll probably take around the same time. 'Cause I'm not quite sure, but I've had it a couple times where I've done it with a friend of mine, and then they had to go and do it again because for some reason it didn't work because I was the leader or something. I'm not quite sure, but I've gotten the drop or the prize type thing from the end when I went with the friends when they were the leader, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But anyway, then there's 16-2 here, and you're looking for a chest again. And so just sort of once you find that, you're going to have all the keys aside from one. And I like to leave the room that I do last here just last for the sake of simplicity because it has the big chest that you're going to drop all the keys in front of. And so I'm just sort of going to be quiet for a second because I'm a little bit tired right now and can't quite think of things to say. And I'll start talking again once it gets to the last room. Oh, yeah, and if you need any extra help, feel free to just sort of comment on the video and ask. Or if you happen to be in Bellican, I could go with you and just sort of do that. And then, yeah. So after this, I'm gonna try and do a video with the jump quest, just because I know that troubles a lot more people, and there's specific little tricks and stuff you want to do to get through that that can really help. And I know that for a fact because I've had a couple people that I just sort of told, or I've had people where they've gone for like 2 hours without any success at all. Oh, yeah, sorry. That's 16-5. Once you get the last one, just drop in front of the big chest and grab the thing. And so, yeah, I've had friends who've tried to do the jump quest for 2 hours out success, and then I've just sort of walked them through it and told them exactly when to jump and such, and they did it. And so I'll be back in a bit to help.